Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. Now, Shree stated that she pulled back from Martell because of the noise. And I'm like, Shree, you stated that you watched Love and Marriage Huntsville, so why did you have to hear outside noise in the streets, noise on social media to make you stop fooling with Martell? You stated that you knew Tiffany had cheated because you watched the show. So you had to have known that Martell was and is still a cheater, in my opinion. You had to know that he was broken, his cheating ways and his cheating habits led up to an outside baby. So exactly what noise did you have to hear for you to stop fooling with Martell? Why did you pull back all of a sudden? Because did you not see the noise of his baby mama, Yuck Mouth, still attacking Melody way after they were divorced? Did you not see Yuck Mouth on social media talking about how Martell was eating her behind? If that didn't make you run and that didn't make you pull back, that noise right there alone would have made me run. Because you're not gonna eat her behind and kiss me in my face. So my question is, Shree, what noise did you hear to make you want to pull back? I just want to know, what was the final straw? What got next to you that you didn't like? Did you not hear the noise when he was trying to sue Melody for full custody of the Eminem kids, and which he didn't even want them? He just wanted them for a check. Did you not hear that noise? I'm quite sure he told you that he was suing for custody and you was okay with that. So if that noise didn't scare you off, and not saying that his kids should have scared you off, but the point is, all your kids are grown. And you getting in a relationship with a man that's ready to take on and be the full parent for 4 small kids every day, every night. And y'all can't live. We know you're not going to give up the chateau in Atlanta. And he's not going to live Huntsville because he feels though he is protected in Huntsville. He'll visit, but how would the relationship end? Nobody gets into a relationship and not feel as though it's going to go anywhere. Both of y'all too old to just be, playing games with each other. But my question is, what noise did you have to hear that made you back up? Because Martell been creating a lot of noise for himself over these past years, these seasons on the show. And you said you watch it. Because if you watch the show, if you really watch the show, you wouldn't have to depend on any noise from anybody or anywhere to see what's going on with Martell. You would already know. And whatever friend you allowed to hook y'all up, Carlos allegedly, did they tell you all the other noise surrounding Martell? Like the noise about all his businesses being in the toilet because he don't have any businesses. He, the noise about him conning Melody into helping his friends, the Scotts, start businesses, and then they all turned on her. including Martell. But she's the one that helped them with their business. So I'm just trying to figure out, what noise did you have to hear? Did you hear the noise about Martell is so dumb that when him and Melody were, going through their divorce, and Melody told him, well, she offered him 15% of her businesses. 15%. And he said no. He went to running off at the mouth, talking about what he did, what he can do, and what he don't need. And he didn't shut up. Instead of him saying, okay, cool, because he knew he was lazy. He was lazy in the marriage. He was lazy in bed. He was lazy all the way around. And basically all he had to do was sit up there and reap the benefits from Melody's hard work. But yet, he couldn't shut his mouth, so she dissolved all the businesses to rebrand, start from fresh, where he couldn't get anything. And all of the businesses that she have now, he feels as though he's entitled to some of the money because he's broke. Had he shut his mouth and accepted the 15%, do you know what 15% of $1 million plus would be? So, what noise did you have to hear on the outskirts of your relationship that you weren't privy to by watching the show? I'm just trying to understand. Because if you watch the show and seen how Martell talked himself out of 15% of those businesses, you should have known right then he was not too bright. Especially when if you watched the show and you seen all his businesses just tank, and he turned down the 15%, that lets you know right then, I can't deal with him. I need his noise too loud. I can't deal with him. So again, I'm curious as to what noise did you hear or kept hearing to make you walk away or pull back from Martell? And how loud was this noise? Because all this noise been going on and surrounding Martell for seasons, for years. And now all of a sudden, you listening to the noise? I'm like, was it the noise of him dating Belinda while he was supposedly dating you? Was that the noise? Was it the noise of him allegedly tapping Melody's phone? And you was like, oh, this N-word is crazy? I'm just really trying to figure out what noise did you hear and how loud was this noise for you to finally back up off Martell and call it quits. Because in my opinion, the noise that you heard that forced you to run was the sex gate. Yes, I believe you got spooked when you heard that Martell was going to put out Revenge P on Melody. And you was like, oh no, I can't deal with that because he about to go to jail. And that's just my opinion, because whether or not you're saying on the reunion that you don't know it to be true, you don't know it to be you don't know it to be a lie either. But I believe that you really believe that it's true, and that's one of the reasons that you can't deal with Martell. Not to mention the fact that he's always calling you his friend girl. He's never called you his woman. He's not calling you his girlfriend. He called you his friend girl to make sure there's no mistake in your title to him. When he stated that he was going to get married by the end of this year, and they kept saying who, he said he had time. y'all were supposedly already dating, but he did not say your name when he was asked who was the mystery woman that he was supposedly wanting to date. Wanting to get married to. So my question is, what noise did you hear? How loud was the noise? Because the only thing, because all of these things, all of these allegations were already out there about Martell. All of this stuff. If you've been watching the show, you've been following the show, all of this stuff has already been laid out for you to see. You didn't have to wait for a big old bang or a big old boom, a loud firecracker to go off. You didn't have to wait for a cannon to explode for you to find out what Martell was up to. Because you should have already known. And you should have already held your guard up until you seen that Martell had either changed or that that Martell had proved to not be the person that that he was on the show. You just went in heart first. You ain't go in head first. You ain't go in with a long handle spoon. You went in heart first, feelings first. And that's why you're still getting you're getting clowned to this day and getting the nickname Friend Girl. And that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.